If you ever feel like your water's broken, you should go to the hospital and get checked out. In most cases, women who feel like their water may have broken don't want to admit it to anyone because it feels more like they peed their pants. And that's normal to do while you're pregnant too. If the baby moves just right, it puts the right pressure on your bladder, urine can come out. But if you just felt like a tiny trickle, you're not really sure what it was, take note of the time and the color. And if it looked like urine, then, empty your bladder and put on a pad or a panty liner and continue to watch for about an hour or so. And if you continue to leak fluid, then chances are you don't have a bladder leakage issue. Your water's probably broken. And it would be best to go to the hospital and get checked out. They can do testing on the fluid to determine if it's amniotic fluid or not. And if you get sent home, that's okay. A lot of people are sent home at least once before they actually have their baby because of false alarms, like thinking their water broke or having contractions that didn't actually cause their cervix to change. It's really common to go in, and really we don't know what's going on unless you get checked out. So it's important to go if you have any reason to believe that your water broke. And here's why. The amniotic sac acts as a barrier between the inside and outside world. And once that barrier is broken, then it increases the chances of infection. It's now a breach in that barrier where bacteria can go up inside the uterus and cause infection, which can make you and the baby sick. So you mentioned that you're 38 weeks. Once you're past 37 weeks or full term, we want you delivered in about 24 hours after your water's broken to reduce the chances of infection. So don't sit at home and waste a bunch of time wondering if your water broke or not. If you suspect it did, just go in and get checked out. And if you get sent home, that's not really a bad thing. You just know for future reference what it may or may not be like if it happens again. And actually, only about 10% of women experience their water breaking at home. Most of the time, it has to be done for you in the hospital. And if it's your first baby, then you usually don't have to worry about making it to the hospital because normal labor lengths for a first-time mom are 12 to 18 hours, so you've got plenty of time. But again, that doesn't mean you should sit at home. You should go in and get checked out, and they should watch you for signs of complications that can happen if your water's broken. If you're a second-time mom or, you've already had at least one baby before, then your labor is likely to go faster once your water's broken. So you definitely want to get to the hospital sooner rather than later because, once your water breaks, contractions can become more intense and more frequent and make your labor, like I said, go faster. So, if you have any more specific questions, be sure to talk to your doctor. But if you have any other questions for me, I'd love to answer them for you. And congratulations ahead of time. Check us out if you have any other questions at facebook.com/Intermountain Moms and recommend us to your friends and family too.